Welcome back to That Car Life, and you just saw the Blackbird, the b-roguebuilt Blackbird, go 201.25 miles per hour in the half mile. That's fast. Now, today, we're going to shoot holes in Stradman's goofy story about this b-rogue deal. First, I have a cheat sheet. 52 grand. That's a $140,000 build all day long. So if you're in the know, which I know that Strad's viewers are kids, they're children. They don't know anything. And admittedly, $52,000 is more than what most cars cost. So that's insanity in and of itself. I get it, but that is what this stuff costs. It costs a lot more than that. Our kit installed was more than that. Okay, we have no engine work done to the car. So you add up all the other stuff, it's a $140,000 build. Take my word for it. I really don't care. Go on to Underground's website. They're one of the last ones out there that actually have a posted number as to what the different stages on the 5-liter cost. So it is what it is. So what does that tell you right away? Something's not right. We're not being told something. Strad, who says, oh yeah, I'm being transparent, but there's a contract there, I guarantee it, and that contract probably has stipulations in it, and it's probably a long contract because he's got 14 other cars, or however many cars, it doesn't really matter. But the idea is he's got other cars to make content with. Okay, so he probably had a period of time that the car was set aside and they were under contract, probably for, I don't know how long, but I'm sure it was like, okay, for X amount of dollars, and Strad's going to provide X amount of value because he's going to be doing content, promoting B-Rogue and all of that. I'm sure that there's a contract in place. You haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So stop speculating on why it took so long. We already know COVID, but let's just hit on the main things. That engine's like 16, 17 years old. They stopped making it 15 years ago, okay? And so if they stopped making the thing 15 years ago and it wasn't a popular motor, where are the parts? You're not going to be able to find parts. And the ones that do have them, and I know who they are, and they're the OGs, okay? Those guys have hoarded the parts. They're not going to get rid of them because they know what they have and they need to hold on to them for their customer cars. So there's that, okay? So number one, the cost. Nope, way more than that, like probably 3 times the cost. So, you know, the engine had to be completely rebuilt. We know that the thing arrived there and the engine wasn't running right. I don't know if there was a rod knock or a spun bearing or something, but the engine had to come out, okay? Cha-ching, that's gonna cost a lot of money. So then they built it. Then they break the thing in on the dyno and one of the rocker arms breaks. Now the thing has to come out again. This thing has been a nightmare, okay? I feel bad for the shop because to my knowledge, again, a lot of this stuff, I'm not even gonna speculate. I don't know either. So I don't know what the contract is, but I can guarantee you something is rotten in the state of Denmark here in the $52,000 thing. I'm sure there was some exchange. You know, YouTubers are known for this stuff. They tout their viewership and their influence, and they say, oh, you're gonna get this much, and yay, good job. But if it doesn't convert to sales, shops, don't do it. Don't do it. I would say this: do a full build, make them pay full tilt, and then give them a royalty on any sales you get that can be traced to that promotion. That's just my advice. Obviously, hindsight, right? So, and I already touched on the 50 weight oil thing. Let's talk about the fact that the car went on the trailer seemingly working fine. Okay, that video has surfaced. Okay, when that video surfaced, I got mad because then I'm like, what's going to happen to the value of my car? I have a B-Rogue car, and all of this dirt is being slung. And then I thought, well, if it's true, it's true. But then I see a video of a car going on a trailer and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so now that means that this guy put out this video and it's all baloney, and now I'm being affected by it. I don't like that. Sorry, Stradman, I don't like that. I also don't really appreciate the fact that your stupid fans keep sending hate messages to my wife's Instagram page because she tagged B-Rogue in some photos. Get control over that, would you please, YouTubers? Not cool. Not cool. And I'm not even going to get into some of the other stuff that I've seen in regards to that. But let's talk about the idea that this Yahoo decided to start an engine in sub-zero temperatures or sub-freezing temperatures with 50 weight oil in it. That's like trying to suck a frozen milkshake through a straw. It ain't happening, okay? Your first indication should have been that when you pulled it off the truck and the engine shut itself off, why did it shut itself off? There were lights on the dash, okay? Car probably was seeing low oil pressure because it couldn't suck the oil through because it was freaking thick as tar, right? And that's normal for race and built engines. That is absolutely normal. You just don't. And if you're in the know, you're in the know. If you don't, you don't. Clearly, Stradman doesn't know anything about built engines, but I digress. So he probably broke something, but then he admittedly did it 25 times. Okay. The whole thing is really unfortunate because if he'd have known any better, he wouldn't have done that, and the car probably would be fine, okay? But slinging all the mud over this, you know, again, his fans are rabid, but they don't know how any of this stuff actually works. So what he did, car guys, we're laughing because we are like, what on earth was he thinking? So what do we actually know? Let's look at facts, because the YouTubers fans are all over the board, but they feel like they need to comment on it. They're going to comment on it, and they don't know anything about any of it. They haven't seen any contract. They don't know what any of it was. And neither do I, for that matter. I'm only speculating, but here are the facts. The vehicle went on a trailer, seemingly working fine, okay? No visible oil leaks. The owner of the company appeared to be in the car driving it on there. So he was, and let's be honest, anytime I ship the race car anywhere, we start rolling video the second that the vehicle starts to move until the vehicle is strapped down and the door is shut. Okay, that's just smart. That's a very expensive asset that you have sitting there, and you're going to protect it, which means there's probably way more evidence that's going to come out at some point, whether it be court. Maybe we won't see it. I don't know. But the reality is it's probably out there. So those are the facts. Car went on the trailer, seemingly working fine. The car arrived. From what we're told, it had an oil leak. That was immediately evident on the video. Other than that, what else do we know? We know what was in the video. We know that he started the car 25 times. We know that he decided to start the engine in the garage and it was smoking, okay? I'm not even gonna get into the technical aspect of why the car might be puffing some smoke, but built engines do tend to consume oil. Probably not at that level. At that point, the car was already probably toast. And we don't know exactly when he actually did that. And we don't know, there's just too much we don't know. So facts, car went on the trailer, seemingly working fine. Car apparently appeared to arrive not working or functioning properly, as far as it had an apparent oil leak. That's all we know. So making comments or making judgments or assumptions or canceling a private company because you're mad that your car is broken, oh my God, grow up, okay? I don't care if they didn't. You should have done the video, edited it the same way, sent it to them and said, if you don't fix my car, this is going up. But instead, you jumped to the gun, which I think was silly. And yeah, I should probably sue Stradman for potential loss of value of my vehicle because he went and bashed the brand to the point where I'm getting private messages from people that are other customers of B-Rogue that are freaking out. And they're like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Yeah. David versus Goliath. But we know how that one ended. Didn't end well for Goliath. Click, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. Follow us on YouTube. See more content. And we'll be racing that car again here shortly. And also, I'll try and put the links in here. The video of the car going on the trailer. That was put up on a couple of different YouTubers, Life of Palos being one of them. I'll try and put that link in the description so that you can see that actual video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.